Velatura. MAGNAT Style Velatura is an acrylic paint for decorating indoor walls and architectural items. The product forms coats which produce distinctive opalescent effects in ambient light and imitate a velvet smooth surface in a subtle way. Depending on the application method and tool, it's possible to obtain distinctive areas unevenly tinted with hues of the chosen color which change in various light incidence angles. No specific skills are required for the application of this product. Application of the coating requires the following products and tools. MAGNAT Primer, a matte indoor primer that produces a uniform background and levels the substrate absorption. Velatura, an acrylic textured paint that produces a velvet-like finish. Coloring pigment, a concentrated pigment for coloring MAGNAT style products. MAGNAT paint roller of 10 mm pile. MAGNAT paintbrush, a plastic float. Substrate preparation. It's necessary to prepare the base properly before applying MAGNAT Style Velatura. Due to the specific texture of the product, it's recommended to apply the paint on smooth and level substrates. Both new and renovated surfaces need to be coated with MAGNAT Primer. The product is based on nanotechnology. It has excellent covering power, stabilizes the absorbing power of the substrate, consolidates it, and improves the adhesion of top-coat paints. It's best to apply the paint with the roller in 1 or 2 layers to obtain a uniform substrate appearance. The recommended drying time is about 2 hours per layer. Product preparation. MAGNAT Style Velatura is a ready-to-use product. It may be applied in its original version or after being tinted with a pigment. To do this, tint the paint with MAGNAT style coloring pigment in the color of choice available from the color card or any other color. Note that the pigment volume must not exceed 3% of the colored product volume. When several containers of the same product are to be uniformly colored, it's advisable to color them together in one larger container. Applying the first layer. Apply the product when the substrate and ambient temperatures are between 5 and 25 degrees centigrade. Apply the first layer of MAGNAT Style Velatura on a previously prepared dry surface. Use a flat brush or, on larger surfaces, a paint roller. Apply the paint uniformly on surfaces no larger than 1 square meter. Spread the paint in various directions. Then run the tool in bottom to top single strokes to keep the texture uniform. Join the successive fragments of the decorated surface from dry to wet sides. Continuing to decorate the entire surface, it's advisable to join the paint passes wet on wet. The optimum yield from 1 liter of paint on smooth surfaces is up to 10 square meters in one layer. Leave the finished decoration for about 4 hours to dry. Applying the second layer. Apply the second layer of MAGNAT Style Velatura on the first dry layer in the same way as before. After about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the ambient conditions, when the paint begins to dry, rub it in circular strokes with a plastic float held flat to the surface. Do this in various directions to produce uneven coloring that will change depending on the light incidence angle. Apply the paint on the entire plane without prolonged pauses at work. This will produce a uniform decorative surface without visible joints between the passes. The paint develops full strength with resistance to soiling in 28 days from its application. At the temperature of 20 degrees centigrade and 65% air humidity, the coat is dry to touch in 2 hours, fully dry in 10 hours. The coat develops full strength properties with resistance to soiling in 28 days.